What's going on, everybody? We are live. This is 1084 Bowman Draft Lite 8-box half case break. Before we can start, of course, we got to figure out what we have, or what you guys have, actually. So we'll go ahead and do the names. Should be 28 of you, but watch out what happens here. 28, we got to take out 2 free spots that we're giving away today. So basically, whoever ends up first and second will win the free spots. They'll go in at spots 28, or I'm sorry, 29 and 27 and 28. So whoever ends up first and second after the random will win spots 27 and 28 for free on the house as a incentive to fill the break. So thank you very much. 4 more times. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. 6 times, and we're off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Mr. Null and Mr. Payne will be the winners of the free spots. Brian was the closer. That's what I do know. Paste that in there, and then we need to do 27 as Brian Payne and 28 as Brad Null. So congrats to you two guys on winning the spots. Do it again with the teams and the combos, and then we'll get into the break. Here we go. 4 more times on this. 8 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guardians on top. Rockies on bottom. Who has the Orioles? That is the biggest team. Scott, I would say Jackson Holliday's got to be the biggest guy in the product. I think that's a big secret. Come back over here while I do the cropping. Now I'll get the teams on the screens for you guys in just a second. Ta-da! Alright, they're on the screen for you. If you need to know what you have, don't hesitate to say something. Print out a copy for myself, and then we will get things rolling here. And we have new baseball and football tomorrow. Still have our football mixer filling. There's about 10 teams left, somewhere in that range. I have no intentions of doing any more discounts. I've already discounted over $200 on a 5-box mixer. That's basically all the money we were going to make at the store. So the mixer is what the mixer is now. And we'll fill Origins after it's full, or I'll sell the case, or whatever it is that I need to do as a business to keep things going. But I'm out of discounts on the football mixer, so that's where we're at with that. The link is in the chat if you want to get in on that. But for now, Bowman Draft, everything ships, and we really need a big old holiday ray wave tonight. So there's the list. That's what we have. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing going. It's been too long. Been 3 breaks last week. Sucks. It's no fun. I'm here 6 days a week. We can only fill 3 breaks. That fucking sucks. So we're going to move back to full cases and half cases, and we're not going to dick around with mixers, basically. Well, let's get the big ones. This evening, Draft Light, ton of cards, great value. It's really hard to do better for any break than to get first Bowman cards for $40. I mean, base cards or paper. First Bowman cards at $40. I mean, you're talking about basically blaster boxes of spring Bowman is your only option to even touch it. Drew Gilbert, that's why we offer it. I offer value, folks. That's what we do here. Carson Williams, Sean McClain, Vaquero, Jackson Holiday. Insert Simone Wan with a refractor. Going to the Mets. All paper. We're shipping all the paper in this too. This is an all card ship break because it's only half a case. If we did the whole case, we'd probably have to split paper up. But we're not, so we won't. We're not, so we won't. Harris, Brooks Lee. Fernandez for the Rockies. He's a stud. Absolute stud. Our first Ray Wave is Marcelo Mayer for the Red Sox. I really like the Ray Waves too. They sell well too for the players that sell well. Their Ray Waves sell really well. Parada with the first refractor. Mets, congratulations. 11th overall pick. I wasn't sure. I thought he might have been 12th. 11th overall pick going to the Mets in refractor form. More paper. Ben Joyce throws really hard. Drew Thorpe, Vaquero, Sky Blue, Yerline with a refractor. Ray Wave, Ryan Cermak. First Bowman Ray Wave. Max Muncy. Ritter, Mazer, Zavala, Martin, Acuna. Jace Young, first. Elliott, Diaz, Munoz. Sal Stewart, first refractor. And our next Ray Wave is Marcelo Mayer. Interesting. Eric Brown, Jr., Richie, Neto, Parada, Justin Boyd. Tons of refractors early on. I love it. The last one of these, I think we hit 2 or 3 golds too, which is wild. So that would be cool if we could do that again. Pedro Pineda. Instead, it's Refractor City early. And Marco Luciano for the Giants with the Ray Wave. Clark Elliott. Reggie Crawford. Mayo Wynn. Logan Tanner's got like a line going down him. It's not like a print line though. It's like debris. I'm sure you could probably wipe off. Sure, you could wipe it off if you want. Well, we have an aqua something. We do have our first parallel. Numbered parallel. It's Colton Cowser. Aqua Lava. 199 out of 199 too for the Orioles. Congratulations. Let's see if my camera's like pointed the wrong way. Cowser for the Orioles to 199. Robert Moore refractor. And we have a Colson Montgomery Ray Wave to close out box number 1. Best hitting prospect in the White Sox organization. That's what I'm hearing. So my people are telling me. We got 8 people in here watching the break. Someone say something in the chat. 9 people. 9 people now across all platforms. Give a little hello. How you doing? Good evening, Brad. It's been a while. How are you, sir? No, nothing. Just dance, monkey. All right. All right, I'll dance. Here we go. We're dancing. Savino. Verdugo, Simpson, Holiday, Invicta. And Cole Phillips. Pitcher refracted. John, what's up, dude? How are you, sir? We have Cermak refractor for Tampa. First Ray Wave coming up. It is Mr. Acuna for the Twins. Brian Acuna, the youngest of the Acunas, I think. I'm going to say that and be wrong, but I think that's what it is. Pete Hansen, Hendrick, Wood, Kumar, Ceddanne Rafaela. He's a stud, too. Red Sox, he made it all the way up to the big leagues this year. Noel, Zobach, Baker, Luciano again with a refractor. Ray Wave. Cooper, Yerpy. Mike, what's up, dude? How you doing, buddy? We have Yerpy for the Cardinals. I'm doing all right, man. Just looking forward to going home here in a little bit. We got a mood ring. These are pretty good inserts. Mood ring insert coming up. Mizorowski, Artega, Baez. It's Brooks Lee for the Twins. Attaboy. Brooks Lee, and we have a Michael Knorr. Paper, Knorr, Sprinkle, Ceddanne, Jet Williams. Mets' other top pick, the refractor. The Mets also don't want to hire a new GM, is what I'm hearing. Justin Boyd. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. The Mets just want to save money all of a sudden. Last year they spent $16.7 billion. This year they're trying to spend $0. Paper parallel. Michael Knorr to 199 for the Astros. Phillips, Moore, Miller, Jace Young, and Artega. I don't know where all this Cubs Nola talk is coming from. Who wants the Cubs to sign Nola? How is Nola in the, like, all the Cubs media I see, which brings us to our next awesome card. Cade Horton, Sky Blue, stud pitcher. Might see him in the rotation next year. I don't know. It's a stretch, but it could happen. Cade Horton for the Cubs. Colton Cowser. I don't know where this. I've heard this a bunch of times. A lot of people have asked me that. Nola and the Cubs. I don't know how they're connected. I haven't read that anywhere. Warming Burnable. So I don't know. I have no personal interest in signing Nola at all. Cubs have needs, and they're not at the starting pitcher position, at least not right away. That's not where the lion's share of their money's going. They have a few kids they're developing right now where they could confidently spend that money on Ohtani, Soto, Bellinger, or all three of them, and have the team in really good shape. They need bullpen arms more than they need starters. They have needs, and starting pitching is like the last of the needs. Smiley stayed in, Hendrick stayed in, so you look at free agents next year in the pitcher's market. You still have Jameson Taillon, who you're going to have to, let do what he's doing. You would think Javier Assad has earned a spot in the rotation. So you really don't have too big of a need at starting pitcher heading into 2024. I just don't see it. They have so many other needs that those are the last sorts of things to get addressed. And I'm not saying Hendricks and Smiley are going to be great, but they're on the team and they're getting paid millions of dollars. So those are the horses you have to ride. Spend other money elsewhere. Ben Brown's been good for the Cubs. I don't know if and when he'll get up there, but like Luke Little made it up. You know, Wicks was a stud down the stretch, so he's got to get consideration for a rotation spot. They really need bullpen help. Really need it. They need bullpen help. They need first and third base production, and then a center fielder. Those are the needs. We have another Aqua. I'm not talking about that Barbie Girl song either. Here we go. It's Passiola for the Cubs. 76 out of 199. So I don't know. I'm interested to see where all the money goes this offseason, of course. Ortega with a Ray Wave. Go Cardinals. Ugh, sounds terrible. Sounds just terrible, Ryan. Try and get that football to full too, though, bud. Don't you worry about that. Neto, Luciano Thorpe. DeChara, Ray Lesko, Vasquez, Acosta, and Jimmy Crooks the third for the Cardinals. We had a big pro debut auto of him recently. Tell him, Ryan. Just because Ryan said it, there's the link. Ryan said it first. I'm just helping you guys go in the right direction. Where the discounts are just absurd for a $5 break. Campos. Oops, something went wrong. Why does it tell me something went wrong with my own chat? Well, apparently it didn't work. And we'll just post it again. So hopefully my chat still works. My chat is not anything that you guys can see. Or the way my chat works anyway. Purple paper, Khalil Watson. The 250 for the Fish. He's been traded. Yeah, they traded him already. Jackson Chourio with a refractor. That's going to be good for Milwaukee. Drew Baker with a Ray Wave. Can we get a big name Ray Wave? I mean, we did get Jet Williams, but, you know, more top 10 guys would be cool. More top 10 guys, right? You always want more. We get another Jackson Holiday draft insert. Clark Elliott. What are you guys more excited for? Chronicles baseball or Archives baseball? I'm very interested to hear the responses. Jason Chourio, refractor. Ray Wave. Michael Knorr. It's a Michael Knorr case. That's a weird thing to be talking about. Look how much color they have, though. The Ray Waves are really nice. Big fan. Big Ray Wave fan. Parker Messick. Trevor Martin. Jay Allen, Mule, Andrew Pintar with the refractor, and another Ray Wave, Luis Angel Acuna. Jack Brannigan, Vasquez, Bergala, and Mazer. Refractor for the Padres. Moving on over into box number 4. I'd love to see it. A nice parallel or two. We have started to see a few, but all 199, 250, stuff like that. Haven't got the right Ray Waves yet. Trying to get these good cards. Where are these good cards at? That's something. Oh, it's upside down sky blue. Coffee, Acuna, Dylan Ray. It's Triantos. He's a stud for the Cubs. James Triantos. Justin Campbell. And a burnable Ray Wave with that. We're going to move our sleeve pile, start a new one so they don't topple. Eric Brown Sr., Kumar, and Jonathan Mejia. He was a 22 Bowman Chrome guy. Plays Jordan Refractor. Ray Wave Dominguez. Take a Dominguez Ray Wave. Hendrick Campbell. Cole Young. It's a good one for the Mariners. 21st overall pick. Seattle Refractor. Sky Blue Kobe Mayo. To $4.99 for the Orioles. Still looking for that Jackson Holiday though. They good Jackson Holiday. Kyle, you can go whenever you want, bud. Kumar Rocker with a first refractor. And Lamar King Jr. for the Padres. You know what that means, folks? It means we're after hours. Just trying to get wild. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting wild. Unless you guys want to fill that football break up. You know what I mean? I'll give you guys till I'm done here. You guys fill the football, I'll rip it. Let's go. You don't want the party to stop. Keep it going. Tell your friends, because there's only 14 of you here. Elijah Green, but guess what? If all 14 of you bought a spot, football would be full. Can I get a test on the chat, too, since I made that comment earlier? Has anyone said anything since Ryan's filled the football comment? Getting paranoid now that my chat window broke. But maybe no one else has said anything. Yeah, no one has. At least on Facebook. I'm not even going to bother with YouTube. You guys will chat. YouTube works. You going to do any hockey breaks? Mike, it's a great question. I've been meaning to look at that all day. So, I've talked to other breakers. We have an Upper Deck account here at the store. We are a certified diamond dealer for Upper Deck. I have to find out. I sent them a letter last week. What's up, Kyle?
I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Alright, dude. Have a good night. 10/17. It wasn't that long ago. It was more recent than that. So anyway, long story short. Oh, okay, so they got it. When did they get it? I mailed the letter out on Halloween. They got it yesterday. Okay, so I mailed. So let's explain this. Sorry, Sockwell, what's up, brother? So Mike, to get back to hockey, I want to break hockey desperately because I have the ability to access product and the playing field is even with my peers. Termarr Johnson, huge Ray Wave hit for the Pirates. So my biggest problem with sports cards right now is I can't get Topps products at the same prices that all these other fancy people can get Topps products at. I'm on a wait list to get Topps products. There are people selling me Topps products that probably shouldn't be selling me Topps products. And none of them I ever saw coming. Like, it's no one I usually talk to. But I will tell you that the Fanatics plan to limit product access to exclusive accounts is not working because those people are so hard up for loot already that they're selling backdoor. So that didn't stop. It's still taking place. And I don't want to have to buy product that way. I just want Topps or Fanatics to give me access to buy product. And I'm on a wait list with a store. So while we're waiting to be able to compete competitively with my peers in baseball, the sport which I have the most knowledge to offer anyone on planet Earth, we'll shift to hockey because I love hockey. So I appealed to Upper Deck. Or anyway, I talked to some other breakers who are not selling me black market product, essentially, who I am friends with, who do good business, who do good breaks, who have product access, good people. There are other brake companies I like outside of mine. There are other good ones out there. There's ones I absolutely hate too. Anyway, I saw some of those folks breaking hockey. I'm like, hey, how are you breaking hockey? Because you have it for the store. You know, so he's like, hey, my guy told me on the phone I can. They're like, you're only supposed to do this and that, but we do it like this and like that. Nobody says anything. Roderick Arias, I've had such a hard time in life getting included with product access that I'm not just going to start posting hockey breaks. Beautiful green Roderick Arias to 99. Because in the agreement I signed, it literally says I need written approval from Upper Deck to sell anything online. And I'm not asking to sell boxes online. I just want to be able to run breaks. Logan Tanner. So if Upper Deck will let us have the opportunity to run hockey breaks, I will be full steam ahead on trying to gain that crowd, that market, especially where we live in Chicago with Bedard. He's been pretty good. I'm not saying he's been Michael Jordan or anything like that. He's been really good, though, for a kid being on a team of subpar talent. I'll buy the boxes anyway, but yeah, no, that's... I'm just saying I don't want to... I'm not asking them to just let me sell online. Like, I actually want to break the product, because it's product I can buy, it's product I can access, it's product I can have for you guys, and we can do cases. We don't have to just mix together what I can scrounge up, essentially, you know what I mean? Like, so I sent him a letter. Subpar talent is generous, but I mean, he doesn't have a lot around him, so he's doing really well, all things considered. So yeah, Kyle gets it. But anyway, it's what we're trying to do. I want to be able to do it. So they got the letter yesterday, so hopefully I hear back, because I just pulled it up. I've been meaning to look at that all day, so I'm glad you asked. So hopefully they send me back a letter in writing, and or they email me back. I sent the letter because I emailed them twice and never got a response. And yeah, so hopefully they send me a letter with their blessing that says they reserve the right to do anything they want, basically. And yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I will tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, Upper Deck products are just the utmost quality. Their cards are, you open a pack of Series 1 or like MVP hockey. You get 1,000 cards in a $20 blaster, and the cards are quality. They even have like facsimile autos and like separate design. Like, they're just much more intricate, and they're like that company's like big league product, essentially. Mickey Romero. So that's the first thing I notice is like card quality. I'm like, oh boy, this is the real deal. These are really nice cards. I want to do it. Plus, we've been killing it at hockey bets. Hockey bets have been crushing lately. Hit a 3-legger last night, along with our 4 units on the lock of that parlay. So we did great with the hockey last night. Drew Gilbert, 183 out of 199. Sorry, I was off yesterday. I didn't post in the Discord. Well, I wasn't off. Like, we were here. I was here all day, and then by the time I got home, there wasn't much time, and I started doing that sale post thread in the group because I knew it was going to get engagement, because I wasn't trying to make you click a link. Like, I know that posting links hurts your algorithm stuff and all of that. So, yeah, just shaking things up a little bit. But yeah, Upper Deck is 100% the goal. If they let me, hopefully I find out here in a week or two or so. Maybe they'll call me and we'll talk again. But when they called me to ask me about the agreement I signed, they called from a blocked number, so I don't have like a number to contact them to like ask. And I'm also going to the convention. They're having an Upper Deck convention in 2 months in Los Angeles, so The store will be open. It's a midweek thing. I'll fly out super early Tuesday morning and I will fly home super late Tuesday night. It's not going to be a relaxation trip for me. It's going to be a go learn as much as you can in the time that you have to learn it, and then get your ass back here and get to work. Cesar Prado, Baez Refractor, Ray Wave, Alcantara. He's a good prospect for the Cubs as well. From the Yankees, part of the Rizzo deal. But big league potential there, no doubt about it. So we're trying the same thing, and I want to do more MMA stuff too, but gotta find the audience. Gotta find the audience. Valera, Baez, Horton. But I'm way more interested and excited about building up a hockey audience, knowing that the licensing isn't going to change in like 6 months. Justin Boyd. And then eventually, like I said, we are on a wait list for Topps. So eventually that comes through. Who knows if it's going to be months or years? You know what I mean? So whenever that shakes loose, then we're going to be really in business, and I can't wait for that. But until that happens, we're just kind of doing whatever we can. Whatever we can, Jackson Cox. That's kind of what we do. We're grinders here. We're not afraid to work. Not afraid to work. Angel Martinez. I need a Derek Lewis auto, don't we all? My balls is hot. LA, where's it at? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question, Chris. I don't know. I've never been to LA. It's at a hotel. It's at an expensive ass hotel, I'll tell you that. It's like $300 a night. The room is ridiculous, and you have to pay for the event. You can only attend the event if you own equity in the company that you're representing. Like, I can't bring my manager, my store manager. I can't bring him with me because he doesn't have ownership in the company. I have no time though, bro. I mean, that's strictly a business trip. Because I didn't plan on it when I opened the store. I had no intentions of going to an Upper Deck event. But especially if I get news that I can break before I get that, before I go to that event, then I'm going to be super pumped. We could break from the conference. Yeah, you call it a tax write-off though, but here's the thing. Sure, I hate hearing this shit. Sorry, I'm going to rant. You're going to get a rant out of me. It is a tax write-off. But it would be 100% better for me as an individual if I was an employee of a company and they just comped my shit. And I didn't have to pay for it out of pocket. I still have to pay for it. Write-off or not. I pay my taxes quarterly. I have different, you know what I mean? It's not like my paycheck gets taxed. But like, I pay my taxes differently, so yeah, it is a write-off, but I still have to actually pay all that money out of my pocket. And with the store is expensive. Like, I'm not gonna say it. It wasn't nothing bad. I was gonna say too much. But yeah, it's cool, you know. There is a perk, but it's not that great. It would be a great perk if I was at the point where I didn't really have to worry about money. I'm micromanaging every cent right now that's flowing through Underground. So the cash flow is atrocious right now. Everywhere is slow though, so it's, you know, I'm not complaining at any one person. I watch the big people be slow, so what does that tell you? And they have product access at the cheapest prices, but they're still gouging your eyeballs out and you're letting them do it. So keep enjoying that, guys. It won't get better if you keep consuming. You know what I mean? If you're going to watch a breaker, list a break, and then 20 minutes later discount every team like $10, $20, $30, why are you letting them get away with those prices out of the gate to begin with? That's all I'm saying about it. Sal Stewart, Lesko, Jackson Holiday. I don't have those luxuries, I guess, so good for them. I've owned this business for 7 years. Sockwellington. Now I just own 3 businesses, really. Socko, you still in Bama, dude? What's going on in Alabama? It's got to be warm down there still. Doing fishing? So there are definitely perks to owning a business, but there's a ton of pitfalls. It's just different. Like I've been a payer, you know what I mean? I've collected checks before. I've collected big checks. I'd rather collect big checks than do this, but I do this in the hopes that one day it breaks out for me where I don't have to grind and be in the struggle day in and day out. That's the end goal. So if at any point I can't reach that end goal, which is getting the Topps account, just having the product access, which is being able to make money every week like we need to do so that the business actually continues to be worth more money. If I can't get to that, then it's a failure, and I'm the most stubborn person on earth, and I'm not accepting anything less than that. It's not taken as. If I was better at business, it would have already happened. Let's put it that way. I'm not a businessman. Trey Lipscomb. If I knew about money and financing and when to make moves and where to make moves, I could have made so many moves during the pandemic, but I didn't know about all this you got to be in debt shit. Because it really is true. You can get access to a ton of money and spread out your payments. So there's ways. I've learned a lot about manipulating money, but all these rich business people all have unbelievable amounts of debt. They just know how to manage it and make money with it. So if you can make money with it, then it's good. I don't like talking to institutions and banks and suits and ties. It's not my style. I wear shorts and t-shirts, and I try to save money. Jacob Marcy, but then I'm the complete opposite of that when it comes down to like things I want. If there's something I want, I don't care what it costs. That's why people ask me like, Brad, how come you never like getting lines or razzes or things like that? Like this is even before, we're talking 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. And I always told people straight up, if it was a card that I really, really wanted, I would either buy like 8 out of 10 spots or I would just go buy the card. I don't want to put any sort of risk involved in getting the card. And if I kind of want the card, I'm not going to buy a spot because to me that's just gambling and I don't want to gamble that way. I'll gamble on blackjack or sports betting because I feel I have more control over the outcome that way. And in sports, I really have no control of the outcome, but I think I do. And it works for me most of the time. Like I'm having a really good gambling year, which is a weird thing to say or talk about out loud. Because I would never like tell anyone that my picks were like serious betting advice, but we're crushing it in that regard this year. And it's not anything to live off of, but I've cashed out 5 figures in gambling money. Like cashed out, that's literally how I've paid myself the last month with the business. So that's been a nice little perk. But outside of that, like I would never tell anybody like, hey, I really know who's going to win tonight. Like I have a good idea. I'm in a sports area all day long. I'm around sports all the time. I'm like Chris. That's what I'm talking about. And that's the other thing. My circle was never filled with people like... My circle is filled with people who wanted to do the same shit all the time. So I had to move out of those circles. Like, doing this is a lonely thing. I don't have, like, my boys I used to go hang out with. I don't hang out with them because I'm doing this. Because I want this to be what I want it to be. Like, nobody else is going to understand that unless they're doing the same thing as you. So you got to get around those people. Those people don't have time to be getting around because we're doing this. So it's just it's a lot of things going on. We're gonna make it happen though. Really, we just want to have fun. We just want to have fun. Cowser, Thorpe, Acuna, Neto, and McLean with a refractor. And I want to break hockey. So hopefully hockey lets us in. Hockey knew I was a breaker when they gave me the account, though. So Jet Williams, Mazer, Luciano, Rocker, Mizorowski, refractor, Ray Wave, Parada. I just want, selfishly, of course, I just want the Jackson Holiday Ray Wave. So we've done like a case and a half without seeing one now, it seems like. Stockwell, you know I love you, buddy. Do you know Rich Rambo? He was my city banker at my previous job. Ooh, Rich Rambo, what a great name. That's Chris. But I do know Chris is in banking. He's out there in the West Coast. Yeah, it's just up to that. They have to give me their blessing, essentially. And then all the local guys are going to fight over the Blackhawks. So we're going to post a break. The Blackhawks are going to sell, and then we're going to have a million other teams. I already know how the first hockey break's going to go. Yerpy again. I thought we already had Parada too. So 2 duplicate ray waves. No, Parada was a refractor. But yeah, I'm hoping so. I really am. But we'll see. And then also on the baseball front, I'm supposed to be getting a lot of Topps Chrome update. But the problem with products is we don't get, like, it comes out next week and I still haven't gotten a final number. I mean, I told them what I wanted and they told me I should get everything I wanted. But I still haven't had it confirmed to me, which makes it hard to plan. I can't pre-sell any boxes if I don't know I'm going to have more than I want to break. You know, things like that. So we are down to 2 boxes, and we have not hit anything better than a green. Origins football is tomorrow. Origins, I'm not posting. Like, I will never have 2 football breaks open because football is not my bread and butter. So football audience has been growing, and I'm trying to grow the football audience while with the storefront because the everyday person is a football fan, but the everyday person doesn't want to spend what football costs. And this 5-box mixer is really about the cheapest I could do it, where I wouldn't have to charge you guys like shipping and shit. Because we do the break, and then I gotta take it to someone who's gonna sort and pack and ship it because I gotta deal with the storefront or continue to sell. So it's not like I can do it on my own time for free because I don't have time and it's not free. So 5 boxes is about the smallest mixer you can do. I don't like retail products. I'm not charging you guys to break retail products. There's no value in retail products. And hobby products are super expensive. I get it. I really do. But we're trying. We're trying to push that crowd. But we got to find some football people with some money, to be honest with you. It's got to be some football folks who like to spend the money. Like, we got to get a couple of really good football regulars or something along those lines to keep it flowing. Cause I don't like when things are like this right now, and it's across the board. It's been the slowest it's really ever been, and really it shouldn't be like that because we have more means to access people than ever before with the storefront now and meeting a ton of like local people who have been awesome. You guys are kicking ass. I have no complaints with the local crowd. Just continuing to build. Build and build and build. DeAndrade, Huggins, Yerpy, Dylan Beavers, and a Jordan Beck, Ray Wave. So yeah, we'll fill that mixer. That'll be the end of those products as far as breaks for now, because we have Origins on Wednesday and Certified Football on Friday. So I've already paid for that too. And I have a case of each coming, so. You tried Loop? Loop's not my thing. I did Whatnot when it started. If I do, I've already said this. So if I go to any live streaming platform, it will be Drip Shop. And it's not anything anyone is super hip to, but the people I have communicated with are people I would want to do business with. Period. So if I go anywhere, that's where I'm going as far as live streaming goes. But if there's customers in the store, what am I going to sit here and do live streaming for? I'd be out there talking rather than going, the queue's open. Who wants to buy a spot? Get your spot here. Come on, guys. Come on. They're so... No. I'm not getting on camera and begging people to do shit. I'm not a pushy person. So when I have to make a post more than once or twice, I already hate making the post. Like, I literally dreaded coming into the store today knowing what I was going to have to post. Posting it, having the anxiety for 2 hours of watching it not do a fucking thing, knowing that I'm going to have to discount it more to make it move. Like, that was my mental headspace coming in today. Why the hell would I want to do that live in front of everyone? But no, Lloyd, things are cool, man. Things aren't terrible. Everyone's slow right now, but we're talking. We're talking. I don't like live streaming. Like, I don't like live selling. Unless you have a room full of people and things are happening. But to do it by yourself isn't, like, I'm a solo show. Like, it's me. You need someone else. Like, you need to have a couple people to do that. And to have a couple people, like, now you're talking about more resources and money, and we're not that big of an operation to be able to do things like that. So, Santa Claus. I like Santa Claus. The shop's been a blast, but it's quickly turning into like a pawn shop, essentially. This might be a gold. I don't want to get too excited. It's an insert. But I think it's gold. I think. Here we go. Here we go. This is what we've been looking for. So let's see. It is. Chase DeLauder to 50 for the Guardians. Heir apparent. Gold refractor insert. There we go. Little number to 50 action. Eventually, though, if and when we do, so the other thing with live streaming is it's not just going to be something I try or like something that we just do when we're slow. Like, no, it will be scheduled. Like, if we're going to do it, are we going to do it 2 days a week? Are we going to do it 3 days a week? How long are we going to do it every time we do it? And then we're going to do that every time, whether it's good or bad. And we got too many other things going on right now. So, might do it like noon to 3, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. Like, we'll be here doing that. I don't know, but it'll be something like that. Or if Fanatics Live wants to let us play, but they don't. I don't know. Richie, Cermak, Ramos. I've heard Fanatics Live people are having a tough time. I don't really talk to anyone that streams on Fanatics Live. I mean, I know people who can, but I don't talk to anyone who like really does it. Ellie De La Cruz, the $4.99 with a little sky blue paper. Clark Elliott, Jackson Holiday, Balcazar, and our Ray Wave, Cade Horton, good one for the Cubs. He was in talks for winning minor league pitcher of the year after just being drafted. Cade Horton. Sorry, my nose itches. Streamer app in Canada. They don't even have the app on like Android phones yet. That's why I won't use it. They have it on like desktop or something, but like, why am I going to use it if I can't even use it on my phone? So like, I don't even watch it. I haven't watched anyone. I haven't watched anything. I've had some guy in my store that breaks on behalf of the baseball card exchange, who is not a breaking outfit, come in here and talk to me one day, ask me all these questions, and I know everything about what's going on. He's like, yeah, you're right. He's like, just so you know, I'm breaking for the baseball card exchange after we talked for a while. I'm like, yeah, what are they paying you? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Sorry for my language. That's how fucked up Fanatics Live is right now. They're literally making companies who have big, huge branding do things they don't do, like break, when you have a guy like me who built a business over 7 years on breaking, not be a breaker. I'm 30 minutes from where they're at. I've broke more product in my time than they'll, you know what I mean? Like, they're just going to put some schmuck off the street on camera for their brand, and people are expected to think that that's a trusted, loyal brand company. Like, I don't understand what they're doing, to be honest. It really actually bothers me. Like, I'm a trusted brand and name in the breaking space. They're a trusted brand and space in the card shop world. Unless you want to talk about Pokemon. But I'm not taking shots at them. That's just what really happened. So it's irritating to me beyond all belief. So who knows? And there you go. YouTube's a must, 100%. The other thing with Drip and why I would use their platform is I can stream just like this. I can use a virtual camera through my broadcast software, which it would be a stream through an internet browser, but it's going to have all these deals on here. So like you won't lose any of the presentation that you're used to seeing, any of the transparency you're used to seeing. Shout out to the overhead for making sure you guys see everything. We are in the last box of this break. I hope you guys are having a good time, even though I'm doing a lot more talking about whatever than the break. But you'll have that here sometimes. Walter Ford, Messick, Gutierrez, and Landon Sims for the Diamondbacks. They want people who do what they're told. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, it's wild. Yeah, but yeah, basically, yeah, one of the biggest card shops on planet Earth just has an absolute nobody. Or just like a person who's not a breaker as their breaker. Like, what is that? I sent it to him on Fanatics Live. Like, I do not give a shit. The same way they don't give a shit about me. Like, well, I call a spade a spade. They're doing it wrong. I'm telling them they're doing it wrong. I'm here. I'm not hard to find, and I'm really not that unhinged where I would be any type of liability. I would be bringing a world-class service and knowledge to industry that cannot live on hype and flash. As you see, it's dwindling down and people are going away. I will be here long after. I was here long before. I'm here because I want to be here. I'm not here because, ooh, money. Like, you got to make the money. I get that part. I really don't like that part. I just want to open the cards and not have to deal with all the dumb extra stuff. Like, I don't even want to have to talk about that. That shouldn't even be a thing. It's so disrespectful to me that that's a thing that I have to talk about it. Like, why do they get included and I don't? I have 7 years more experience than they do. They're just using a different brand to put some cold, like, I don't want to say anything bad. I'm not saying he's a bad individual or anything like that, but they're just putting some guy who hasn't done thousands of breaks. I've done thousands of breaks. It's not like, look, check this out. I'm looking at you right now, and I am not damaging your card. Like, I've done thousands of breaks. You're in good hands with Underground and with me. I won't even put, like, I've put one other person on camera once, and I was there the entire time. Just because I wanted to see what would happen. Nick York, Bergola, Elijah Green, J.R. Ritchie, and Alec Freeland. Like, I know how to handle cards. I know how to touch cards. You don't need to wear gloves. You need to know how to properly do things. It's not hard, but there's some things you need to know. And there's some things you need to be comfortable doing. And I think I do a good job at it. Dylan Beavers. Ellie Refractor. Ray Wave, come on. Matt McLean. Matt McLean with a Ray Wave. So it is what it is. And if Upper Deck wants to get on board with Underground, look out, Hockey World. Here we come. Mr. Mule to 199 with an aqua paper for the Cubs. We do have a good amount of parallels, though. So I am out of top loaders. I need some more of those. Luckily, I have an open container. Alright, what do we have here? We are almost done. Kenya Huggins, Refractor. Lots of paper. Lots of cards. And like I said, this is a break where you get tons of first Bowman cards for $40. You can't touch first Bowman cards for $40 outside of a blaster, like a retail blaster. Or a mega box, I suppose, but mega boxes aren't even $40 anymore. Noah Schultz. Class A. Ray Wave. Mendez. Two packs left. We got another gold or anything left? That'd be fun. That would be fun. Hey, you know what else is fun? I told you guys if you filled that football up before this break was over, I'd stay and rip it. I'm extending the offer now for 5 minutes after the break ends. Because I still got to count the drawer and all of that stuff from the store today. Last pack. Last pack of Reno. Come on, let's get an auto. Pintar, Sweeney, Mendez. We do get a Ray. It's a first. Good one. Angels, Zach Neto. That's a good one to end on. First Bowman Ray Wave there. Pulled 240 one-on-ones in 3 years. And that's only since we started the tracker. I don't know how many we pulled before then. 2020 was probably our most volume-filled year in terms of breaks. We were running so many breaks in 2020. And I was still working until June, like my actual career. That's really just a tracker since I've been full-time. That's like people ask about the break numbers too. Like, is this only my 1,084th break? Like, no, we've done way more than that. We didn't even start the numbering until like 2 years ago. 3 years ago, something like that. So, that's it though, folks. We have Chronicles Baseball, Origins Football, and Archives Baseball in 2 different formats. There's 2 different formats of Archives Baseball coming out. Actually, I think there's 3 total, but I think I only got offered 2 of them. But yeah, that's what we got coming. So Archives and Chronicles I'll be working on. We'll get Origins up whenever this super discounted mixer is full. That's the last I'm going to say about it. It's so discounted. As far as the break went this evening, though, it was all right. I hope you guys had a good time. And we'll be back with more baseball tomorrow. Roderick Arias to 99 for the Yankees. Chase DeLauder, heir apparent, gold refractor to 50. For the Guardians, Colton Cowser, Aqua Lava, Neto with a Ray Wave. Mule with an Aqua Paper, Montgomery with the green Speckle to 99. Cade Horton with a Ray Wave. Ellie, Sky Blue Paper to 499. Dominic Keegan, Yerpy, Parada with Ray Waves. Brooks Lee with a first refractor. Lipscomb to 199. Mejia to 150. Drew Gilbert with an Aqua Lava, Logan Tanner, and Termar Johnson, probably the best Ray Wave of the break. Kobe Mayo to 499. Cole Young, first rounder. Khalil Watson, purple. Jimmy Crooks, Passiola, Cade Horton, Sky Blue. Michael Knorr with the Aqua Paper. Boyd with a Ray Wave. Jet Williams, refractor. Yerpy and Cermak, and Parada with the refractor. Thanks again, everybody. You guys all have a great night. Make sure you hit up the website. Check out the podcast. Do something cool. Tell your friends we're out here. This is what we're doing.